Within the past 6 months, I've tested the Auxbeam V Max in both 5-inch and 7-inch size. I found them to be a very solid light, and I've gotten people asking me a lot on how do I think about the V Ultra, which I didn't even care of because I thought V Max was the only sight shooting light Auxbeam has in 7 and 5-inch size. Apparently, Auxbeam also makes V Ultra in both 5 and 7-inch. Today I'm gonna test the 5-inch against the very comparable Baja Designs XL Pro. I'm gonna measure the power draw, the lux output, the beam pattern, color temperature of the light. I'm also going to take the lights out to the field to show you the real world difference. And as always, the camera settings fixed so you get a very straightforward comparison. Alright, let's come to the driveway to test the lux output and the amp draw for each light. Auxbeam 2822 lux. Alright, from here I just noticed that my camera's white balance shifted a little bit on the Baja Design, which leads me to believe that I didn't fix the white balance to 5000-ish Kelvin. So I went out and shoot this footage again for the side-by-side comparison to get the most accurate color difference, color temperature difference out of the lights. Baja Designs XL Pro 4957 lux. As always, I'm including the stock Toyota's low beam, which is also LED, as a baseline for comparison. Stock low beam 1107 lux. Alright, now let's measure the amperage being pulled for each light. Auxbeam is measured to be around 4.36 amp. And now let's see for the Baja Designs XL Pro. Baja Designs XL Pro is using the same chip as the Baja Designs Squadron Pro, however it has a much bigger reflector and the housing is much bigger as well. The current pull by the Baja Designs XL Pro is about 3.3 amps. Alright, so here are the numbers. Auxbeam V Ultra is measured at 2822 lux, and the current measured at 4.36 amp, which is calculated to be a 56.7 watt light. It's a little lower than the advertised 80 watt per light. Baja Designs XL Pro is measured at 4957 lux at 3.3 amps, which makes it 42.9 watts. It's actually slightly higher than the advertised 41.4 watt per light. From the stacked picture, you can tell the Auxbeam has a weaker but larger hotspot in the middle, where the Baja Design has a very focused light in the middle and a less hotter spot but still like wing-shaped area to each side of the hotspot. And Baja Designs XL Pro has a warmer color temperature, so it's easier to the eyes. Now let's get outside to see how they look in the real-world application. All camera settings including color temperature were fixed between the shots, so you get a very straightforward comparison. Alright, we're starting with the stock LED low beam and then stock LED high beam. The tree lines on top of the picture is about 400 yards away. Now we're looking at Auxbeam V Ultra. What surprises me is the amount of sight shooting light to either side of the vehicle. It's really impressive in terms of the coverage left and right. The spot beam in the center is pretty useful as well, and it's a very wide hot spot, although it's not as focused as Baja Designs. Here is Baja Designs XL Pro. Right off the bat, the warmer color temperature makes it really pleasing to the eyes, so that it causes less fatigue to the driver. The Baja Designs does not have 180 degrees coverage like the Auxbeam. However, it does pretty well within 45 degrees from either side, especially the spot beam in the center, and as you can see, the tree lines 400 yards away is very clearly illuminated. And here I'm just proudly showing you my ditch light. This rigid DSS Pro driving mode is my favorite ditch light by far for the past 3 to 5 years. It served well on my Tundra and now it's serving well on my Tacoma. Now I'm going to flick between Baja Designs and Auxbeam so you have a clear comparison. Alright, now the drone shot is placed 45 degrees behind the driver's side. Stock LED low beam, stock LED high beam. Auxbeam V Ultra. See that side coverage is just insane. Baja Designs XL Pro, it's definitely throwing more lights down the field compared to Auxbeam. And Rigid DSS Pro ditch lights. Again, I'm flicking between Auxbeam and Baja Designs for you to compare. Here is an angle from directly on top of the vehicle to show you the beam width difference. This is the high beam you're looking at, and now is the Dow Dynamics SS3 Pro fog light. Auxbeam V Ultra. The sight shooting function of the V Ultra does really well. Baja Designs XL Pro. Rigid DSS Pro ditch lights. It literally looks like a butterfly. Alright, now I'm going to show you the first person view from the cabin. This is the Auxbeam. Auxbeam. Baja Designs XL Pro. There's the low beam, high beam, fog light. V Ultra. Drive around one loop in the parking lot. Side shooting function is pretty sweet, to be honest. Look at the sides. Like, this is not illuminated when I turn the Baja Design on. Nothing. It's amazing. Sorry, let me complete this one loop first. Auxbeam. Alright, now I'm going to do another loop with Baja Design. Baja Designs XL Pro. Color temperature is locked at 5500, so it's fixed and comparable. So that was XL Pro. Alright, so now nothing's on. This is Auxbeam. Good thing about this is, like, when you're at intersection like this, right? You can't see left or right. And you turn this Auxbeam on, it kind of helps you. It's like a ditch light to the side. This is my ditch light, by the way. Yeah. So that's my Auxbeam. That's what's good about it. I'm gonna go to this spot in the middle of the road so that you have an idea of what it looks like. Alright, so this is Auxbeam, Baja Designs XL Pro. This is my low beam, high beam, low beam and Auxbeam, low beam and Baja Designs XL Pro, Alright, so after this comprehensive testing, personally I would pick Baja Designs if I wanted the furthest illumination down the field at around 300 to 400 yards. However, if I'm prioritizing the near field illumination, say within 100 to 150 yards, I would pick the Auxbeam, especially with its super wide angle of beam to each side of the vehicle. I think it's a very applicable light if you're just looking for that close range illumination. So what are the factors you're looking for out of the lights? And which light do you prefer to put on your off-road vehicle? Please keep in mind the price difference between the two. One is about a little over $200 for a pair, and the Baja Design is about $300-ish, a little over $300 for one single light. Please provide your input in the comment section below. And if you like this content, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you guys, have a good one.